Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is meeting with House Speaker Mike Johnson this morning on Capitol Hill. It's his first trip since the short-lived conflict between Israel and Iran. The two did not take any questions from reporters prior to the meeting. But I want to bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nikole, what are some of the major points the two sides are hitting on during today's meeting?
Well, obviously, this is a bit of a courtesy call for the prime minister as he spends the next couple of days here in Washington. Of course, he has a pretty strong relationship with Speaker Mike Johnson. In fact, the speaker was due to go over to Israel to address the Knesset, but had to dial back on that trip in the wake of this conflict at the time between Israel and Iran. But that being said, as you mentioned, there are a lot of developments in that region that remain top of mind for many lawmakers, most notably that conflict, the U.S. strikes against Iran, and also, of course, the future of Gaza, which was a topic of discussion when the prime minister visited with the president just yesterday in light of hoping to get some of these ceasefire negotiations back on track. So all of that likely to potentially be on the agenda as the speaker meets with the prime minister. Also worth noting that the prime minister is set to meet with a bipartisan group of senators as well later this afternoon.
Yeah, Nikole, that was going to be my next question. Do we know what we're expecting out of that? Why he's even making the effort to meet with them?
Well, obviously, anytime you have a world leader here in Washington, it's not uncommon or unusual for them to visit with members of Congress during their time here. So that is pretty much what we are witnessing occur. But obviously, you know, what is notable again is that this comes on the heels of those U.S. strikes against Iran in the wake of the conflict between Israel and Iran. And as we had been reporting on for some time now, and even in that moment, there was certainly a lot of controversy about the U.S. taking action, with certainly many Republicans defending the president's decision to move forward with those strikes, while many Democrats remained critical, feeling that the president circumvented Congress, and in some cases some Republicans felt that way as well. So this is really kind of there, and there were a lot of questions too about the intelligence with respect to Iran's nuclear program. So this will provide an opportunity for some lawmakers to hopefully do a deeper dive or get a better understanding from the prime minister's perspective. But again, you know, usually when you have any foreign leader here in town, Congress and the president, of course, like to roll out the red carpet.
That is very true. Nikole Killion on Capitol Hill for us today. Thank you.